We start with SAP S/4HANA profitability analysis. The agenda of the profitability analysis training is we go understand the overview, we understand the structures in profitability analysis, we understand the master data, we understand the actual data, we understand the planning and the information system. So we go and understand the overview first. So profitability analysis helps the business to analyze profitability of specific products, market segments, structured according to various characteristics. It can be product, customers, segments, profit centers, or country, or region. Okay, it can be based on company code. So it gives the management a perspective of what can be the sales and the cost of goods sold broken down to various characteristics. It helps in the decision making process. So it is more applicable for a product based company. It's a typical product based company where we can analyze the information based on the various characteristics. So here, if you see this is the typical profitability analysis report, which gives you the breakup of sales and COGS based on customer, based on product. It can be based on sales group, sales office, country shipped to. It gives you a management the breakdown of all the sales based on various characteristics which have been defined in the system according to market segments. It gives a flexibility of evaluation on various parameters. Now, this is the organizational structure of profitability analysis. Profitability analysis organizational unit is called as operating concern, and under the operating concern comes the controlling area. So controlling area is nothing but where we manage the cost center, we manage the product costing. So this controlling area is assigned to operating concern. There can be more than one controlling area which can be assigned to an operating concern. Below the controlling area comes company code. So company code, which are the organizational unit in finance, is assigned to a controlling area. So if you see the company codes are assigned to controlling area is assigned to an operating concern. We go on to understand the structures in S/4HANA profitability analysis. So we have two kinds of profitability analysis. Account-based profitability analysis. We'll use the term PA now called as margin analysis. So in S/4HANA 2021 onwards or 2022 onwards, the account-based PA is no longer called as account-based PA, it is called as margin analysis. So it is based on GL accounts or cost elements. Cost element defined as 0, 1, 11, 12. It is purely based on the cost elements. It is integrated with the universal journal. Okay, it's completely integrated with the universal journal AC-DOCA. And account-based PA or margin analysis is mandatory in S/4HANA. If we decide to activate profitability analysis, then account-based PA or margin analysis is mandatory in S/4HANA. And there is no need of reconciliation with the finance module. It is permanently reconciled. It is tightly integrated with the finance module. So it is a reconciled reporting. So in S/4HANA, we now only use the account-based PA or the margin analysis PA. We don't go for the costing-based PA because of the costing-based PA has its own issues. So it has value fields, a lot of configuration involved. It is not integrated with the universal journal. It has reconciliation issues. We had to create reconciliation reports to reconcile with the finance module. Although it was advantageous in planning function, but there are a lot of disadvantages using costing-based PA. Fixed and variable split cost was available in this costing-based PA, but now going forward, we always need to use account-based PA, and we are only covering account-based PA in our setup in the entire training material. So you can use both kind of account-based as well as costing-based at the same time, but it is advisable only to go with account-based PA so that our configuration is simpler and always reconciled. So the structures are, we have the characteristics which are product, customer, country, region, segments, profit center, material. So what is the business want to report on? So these are the characteristics. It can be the region, it can be the product, it can be the sales group, the channel, sales channel, and all that. So these are all the characteristics. Value fields, of course, now is no longer relevant because value field was used in costing based PA, and we had to define various value fields: gross sales, discounts, cost of goods sold, functions such as research and development, marketing, admin, etc. Used purely in costing based PA and no longer relevant. So characteristics are fixed characteristics, and predefined characteristics. So characteristics which are already available in SAP are called as fixed characteristics. Predefined characteristics, which we need to, these are predefined characteristics. Characteristics created by customer. So there are two kinds of characteristics created by customer. One that refers to an SAP table, and one which is customer defined characteristics. So whatever we are defining with customer, we will understand that. We will also refer to both of this in the subsequent slides. Characteristics are valid in all clients. That means once you create it, it is available in cross client. And characteristics are available for all operating concerns. So we can just select it in our operating concern. So what are characteristics? They are analytical dimensions of profitability analysis. They define what items or objects the user can evaluate. So there are fixed characteristics. Several characteristics such as sales organization, customer, and products are defined for an operating concern. In addition, up to 50 non-fixed characteristics can be added to an operating concern. So here are the predefined characteristics. These are all what is available. Now let's see what is a fixed characteristic. So we need to go in configuration and check extras fixed fields. Click on fixed fields, and we will find that these are all the characteristics which are fixed characteristics. For example, product, company code, cost center, billing type, functional area, business area, sales order item, customer, cost object, partner PC, profit center, WBS, order, segment, division, version. Then we have sales organization, record type, distribution channel, and plant. So these are all fixed characteristics. So we need not have to define it again. Now, characteristics that refer SAP table. So let's say we want to refer a trading partner field, which is not available in this. So what we need to do is transfer from an SAP table. So what we need to do is transfer from an SAP table, refer an existing table. Table KNA1 is a customer basic data table, basic name, address, and that is the KNA1 table. So choose an existing field from SAP table, then select the field which you want to bring in as characteristic. So this is trading partner V1. We select that line and click OK, and this field is transferred as a characteristic. So this field is available now as a characteristic, and it shows as origin table KNA1 V1, and automatically the length is auto-populated. Now let's say we want to define a user-defined characteristic. User-defined characteristic is not available in SAP table. So what we do is we start with the user-defined, and we start with WW, and it can be any running number 001, 002, 11, or whatever, and then put the country shipped to. Now this user-defined characteristics can be with our own value maintenance or without value maintenance. It can be a without value maintenance, or it can refer to an existing with reference to existing values as well. Okay, so we start with without value maintenance, and in this step, what we do is we give the description, long description, short description, heading, and the characteristic. Whether it's a character and the length of the characteristic. Derivation rule have to be set up for these user-defined characteristics. So this is the operating concern configuration step. Here we are selecting margin analysis. Margin analysis only we are switching it on. We are not selecting the costing based. And here in the attributes, we define what is the operating concern currency, what is the, whether we want company code currency as well, and the fiscal year variant. And in the characteristic definition, now we are in the operating concern setup. We are now setting up, now for example, we are bringing in the fields from here to this. Now for example, what we have done is we have brought a field called a ship to party and material group, which is now highlighted here, and we have brought it here on the left side. So we have brought it from the main field to our operating concern. So we have to select it. Similarly, we have brought in trading partner and country ship to. Country ship to, which we have created W0. This is a user defined, and this is already referring existing table. So we have brought it on the left hand side. So data of margin analysis is now updated in the AC DOCA table. Okay, it's automatically available in the AC DOCA table. If it is not automatically updated in the AC DOCA table, you need to run the program FCO underscore add underscore COPA underscore field to AC DOCA. This is a program we need to run, so that what happens is these characteristics are added automatically to the AC DOCA table. When we run this program, we have to run this in background, and the fields whatever we have defined or brought in will get added to the AC DOCA table. We go on to master data of S4 HANA profitability analysis. So on generation of operating concern, system automatically creates standard derivation rule. Okay, so if you want to see what are the steps, you click on display all steps, and you will find that this is the standard derivation rules which system has generated. So for example, division from product, company code from plant, company code from sales organization, controlling area from company code, controlling area from operating concern, check whether profit center accounting, profit center from product plant, profit center from CO order. All of these are auto generated. Okay, so we don't have to do anything about it. Now, if you want to define anything which is additional or new characteristic derivation, then we have to do this. If you don't want to do or change anything, then we don't have to do anything in the characteristic derivation. We just ignore this and go ahead. Now, for example, we want to define a characteristic derivation option. So these are the derivation options: table lookup, move, clear, enhancement. Okay. Now here, let's say table lookup. Now, derivation rule. The first strategy is derivation rule. Derivation rule strategy is used for user-defined characteristics. Let's say an example is product group plus sales group gives you the sales region. So sales region can be a user-defined characteristic and could have user-defined values. A derivation rule will be set which will derive sales region based on a combination of product group and sales group. So sales region from product group, sales group. This is the step, derivation rule. Product group, we update the product group and sales group here. We update the sales region here. Okay. And we maintain the rule values here. So this is how the derivation is done. Next step is table lookup. So you can use any of these, whatever is convenient, is suitable for you. Table lookup. Now in this case, we want to do a table lookup. So we are going to find values from table KNA1. The country should be derived from the ship to party customer, and hence we update ship to party as source field, and target field will be country ship to. Okay. Now what we are doing is we are referring the source field as customer number from ship to party, and our target field will be the country ship to, what we defined as user defined. So this is our source field KUNWE from ship to party, from ship to party field. This is Kunwe, the ship to party field. From origin is KNA1 Kunnar customer number, and this is the ship to party field. And here we want to update the country ship to. Okay. So this is the table lookup setup. And using the table lookup, you can access the entire field values or part of the field. If you see the entire field content, part of the field content, constant with known characteristics value of transaction.